breaking news tonight, the dire new warnings on the coronavirus.
Schools across the country empty.
With schools closed at least until the end of April, it is a stressful and uncertain time for high school seniors because they don't know if they'll graduate on time.
When they left for spring break, they never imagined they wouldn't be able to go back to their schools to wrap up their senior year. Senior trips and proms have been canceled. Some fear graduation may be next.
Officials recommend large public gatherings of 100 people or more be postponed or canceled altogether.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey, what up, man?
Well, today I've been trying to reach out to people and find out what they have been up to. So, what have you been up to?
Currently, I'm sitting in my Honda Civic on a phone call with you.
I've just been working recently. Just 2 jobs now.
Just, still need one more year of college to go to Cal State Fullerton. But I'm just, kind of delaying that. But other than that, everything's been pretty good. Kind of tried college out for a bit after high school. Didn't really go in my favor. Ended up moving out to Bakersfield, trying to become an HVAC technician.
On March 13th, it's going to be exactly 4 years since the last time we've been in high school.
Stop!
Yeah.
Don't say that. Oh my God! Has it been already 4 years?
On March 13th, yeah.
March 13th. That's crazy. Shit, why was I thinking in the middle of the freaking? I'm like, what day is it? It's a few days. Oh my God.
What's new after 4 years?
What's new after 4 years? Let's see.
Me and my wife recently, our daughter was born. So it's been an interesting kind of thing to deal with. Although I've been told by a lot of people that we got fairly lucky with her because she doesn't cry very much. So that's nice. That's nice to hear from other people. But everything's been going pretty good though.
Oh, congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
When I was going to school for the first 3 years right after high school, I got the job Carlos got that job for me. And then had to take away school because all that happened. Do I talk about that?
It's up to you, man. I can blur anything out.
I mean, it's fine. I don't really care, to be honest.
No, okay.
Like I said, it's kind of funny to me now. While still working at having the girlfriend that I worked with, buying her a car. And then getting into debt, and then having to drop school because I got to pay this debt off. Around the year, I think, after high school, a year after, I started a group with my brother. And, we've been kind of making music ever since. It's been going on for 3 years.
Evolucion, right?
Yeah.
So what are your plans for that?
We hopefully to one day, be able to play on the bigger stages, make it be a little bit more than just a hobby. Maybe try to go a little bit bigger than that, I've been building a truck lately for about the past 4 to 5 years. It's still the same thing, just made a lot more progress on it. And bought another car that I probably shouldn't have bought, but I bought it.
Some other stuff that's new. I'm actually planning to graduate this year, so I'm hoping this year I end strong. And what's it called? I have to take an internship, so I've been actually going to an elementary school and seeing how it is, the difference in technology. They're a lot more computer-based, and they're learning how to type. But I can see how COVID affected them because a lot of them are still struggling to read or write. They need a lot of guidance, but I feel it's been really nice. And you also get to know a lot of new people for sure. Oh yeah.
How did you feel about not getting the chance to have a proper graduation?
I felt robbed, to be honest. We did all that work just to graduate on Zoom or whatever it was.
It was very, very disappointing for sure because that's all you think about throughout your 4 years. Since freshman year, you're always talking to your friends about how prom is gonna be and how graduation is gonna be, and to know that was never gonna happen. Well, not never gonna happen, but that was not gonna happen in the end is very, very disappointing for sure. Yeah, I felt what I was working towards didn't matter because there was no celebration and I couldn't be with my friends. It's a day of you celebrating all your accomplishments of going through all these years of school just to get nothing. So it felt really
Because for us, like walking was like walking to the tent and saying, "What's your name?" And they handed you that piece of paper.
Like no shaking hands or anything.
No
just...
shaking hands or anything.
I feel like I'm different from everybody else because I didn't care. I was on the side where like I didn't really give too much of a damn about it. I was just kind of chilling when it came to the whole graduation. If we got one, we got one. If we didn't, I wasn't really caring about it. I feel like that's kind of a weird answer.
I'm kind of with you. Like, I also didn't really care about it too much. On my end, it was just, I wanted my parents to see me walk. That's it. It was mostly for them.
The whole walking part, I can take it or leave it, but I really did want to say like a good goodbye to a lot of my friends.
Do you miss anything about high school?
How easy it was.
Just how simple it was back then. Like, we didn't have to deal with, like, responsibilities of, like, rent, the bills, all that stuff. It just felt more simple back then.
Honestly, like, I feel like the best part about high school and the only, like, good thing for me, in my opinion, would be just, like, hanging out with all the homies.
Yeah, times were simpler, I feel. It was like, having to kind of grow up is, like, sometimes difficult, and you have to, like, pivot, and sometimes you're not ready for the outcomes or certain situations.
Definitely miss how easy it was. I feel like I didn't have a lot of responsibility. That there were a lot of teachers there who supported me, and they were there to like guide me, like, hey, fix this. Don't forget, like, here's an opportunity for you. And now it's just like being an adult kind of sucks.
You don't get reminders for anything.
No, you
that's
don't.
for sure. You need to remember you have that test next week or something like that.
Well, I personally miss getting to do video projects with all my friends. I'm pretty sure you appeared in one of those, didn't you?
In fact, I think I was literally, like, one of the background people for, like, probably 2 or 3 of your videos. Yeah, I just be there.
What was the one we did where we were in the bathroom and I was screaming?
Oh. Oh, yeah. It was with Juan and, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what about the office skit we did?
Oh, yeah, the office skit, yeah.
Ooh, one of my favorite videos was the what was it? It was the classroom or the back room. In my opinion, I believe it was a great video because we got to connect with a lot of people, not only in our class, but with other periods and with people that were throughout campus.
About when we did that AP Frankenstein project.
Frankenstein.
Girl, whoever has that video, send it over.
Ew, no.
Yes,
no,
please.
dude,
I don't have
I
it.
throw myself on the ground for that one.
I never got to see the full thing, so that's really fake. No.
Oh my god.
I have it, but I don't think I'll ever release it.
Release?
No, that's the reason I'm asking this question. Like, I learned a lot of new things while working on that video. I learned that I'm gonna need an extra battery for the camera.
Battery?
I don't know if you remember, but it kept dying every time we were filming.
It kept dying? Oh my god.
I think, like, when we would pause the shoot, or like when we'd be like,
oh my god, I thought we were taking breaks. We were taking breaks.
He was professional about it. No one
He was.
That's what I learned. So now every camera I own, I have 2 extra batteries just in case.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Another thing I learned about doing that whole Frankenstein project is how to do like those special effects.
And it was good. It was good edits. Like,
I need to see it,
so I can good job.
I need to see it.
Were you absent that day?
No, they just never showed it in my class.
No,
I need it, Omar. I need it.
The reason I will never release it is because there was one big problem, and it's audio. The audio was, excuse my language, but it was shit.
Oh, really? It's like, excuse our language, we cussed over here.
We've been cussing over.
It came out really staticky, and it was unable to like actually understand what you guys were saying.
And I was thinking that it wasn't like that, like bad. Because you see the video and you're like, oh, it's fine, it's nice.
Yeah.
I won't release it if you send it.
I'll send you guys the links.
Okay, yeah. Send it. Look at my youth.
See how we were? No. I noticed your strength. Because when you pushed me like against the wall, you were like mad or something. Oh my god. I was like, girl, it was fake. It's not real. It was a memory for sure.
I was like, maybe I should go into. I was like, Broadway, hearing
Broadway.
If you knew we were gonna go through this whole pandemic, would you have done anything different?
Bought a couple pallets of water and toilet paper and tried to resell them on the internet.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Off the record, I would have ditched school a lot more.
Yes.
I think the main thing that if I could go back and tell myself at the time, hey, make sure you do this, honestly, is just, I guess, have the courage to talk to my wife sooner. Because she was the one who rizzed me up. I didn't do that. I asked her to go like out and hang out, but she was the one who initiated a lot of the stuff. So that would probably be one of the things.
As soon as the pandemic hit and like all the teachers didn't really know what to do, they just ended up passing like all their students, like no matter what. So I feel like I would have had, if I knew a pandemic was gonna happen and all that was gonna happen, I feel like I would have had more fun.
Did the pandemic affect you in any way?
Well, it delayed me getting my driver's license.
I feel like it affected people like physically, but I mean, like obviously, like you can make the argument that like I got a little big after like the pandemic, but you know what? Like we can't just blame that on the pandemic.
During the pandemic, yeah, it was like the first 3 months I gained a lot of weight, but then after that I really like looked myself in the mirror. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. I feel like I'm in actually a pretty good shape because of it.
Like for me, working was a struggle to find because mostly they weren't hiring because most people were not going out at that time. But then like later on I was able to find a job. But apart from that, it was a little bit more busier as well because maintaining like school and then as well as like the job, it kind of gets busy. It's not compared to like high school, where high school you just had to like wake up early, go to school. Now it's like, you know, you have to actually organize your schedule the way you feel appropriate to it.
I started working probably about 6 months before I had intentions of working. So I wouldn't say it was negative. I believe that was a good positive. I got started in the workforce a little sooner than most.
Even though 4 years isn't enough, a lot can still happen within those 4 years. Like I've already know some people that are like finishing up their degrees. Some people are having kids. I even know this one guy that is already married. That's kind of crazy in our age.
Dude, no, that ass. It's the Jerry started working at where I work, and I didn't know like he had a kid, and like I kind of saw him recently. Or he was like strolling out with his kid, and his kid got so big, bro. And I'm just like, damn, time is flying by.
Personally, I would not get married yet at my age. I would not want to have kids yet. I mean, to each their own, obviously. You know, with whoever feels comfortable with their timeline.
What are some tips to like keep in touch?
Simply just reaching out is like for sure the first step. And then just what happens afterwards, kind of like it's what happens kind of thing.
Definitely like reach out because a lot of the time, like if their lives get busy or your life gets busy, it's just like the communication stops. And then I feel like it might be a little awkward to keep texting after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you really feel like you want the connection again, just reach out. I feel like don't be scared, don't be nervous.
Yeah, because if they were once your good friend, I highly doubt they would forget so easily about you. Like for sure they would be like, oh yeah, hey, how you been? Like even if it's just for that day, it's cool to catch up.
Depending the people that you want around you. If you want like, you know, like people who I guess fuck with you a lot, like are like really your friend and stuff like that, you don't really have to try to keep them around. They come around on their own, you know.
Keep in touch with a couple people, not many though. I'd say maybe like Juan. We keep in touch. We call every once in a while. I need to go visit that fool soon.
Ooh, I've only kept in touch with probably about 6 people out of everybody that was in high school. It doesn't hurt to just be like, hey, how you been? You know, or like, hey, you want to go get food? Want to get something to bite to eat and catch up?
I just want to say thank you for giving me a bit of your time today. It was really nice to reconnect and catch up with one another. And even though we're probably going in different directions in this world, in this life, it'd be nice to like bump in with one another out in the real world. But yeah, thanks for your time.
Well, thanks, man, for, you know, getting me in here, asking me to do this. This was fun. I appreciate it. I hope all's well with you and your family. Wish you guys best fortune. And yeah, have a nice day, man. Thank you again.
All right, see ya.
Bye, see you.
Bye, thanks for having me.
See you later, man.
Peace out, bro. Take care.
All right, I'll see you later, bro.
See ya.
Here's to the class of 2020. Looking back, it ain't that funny. Your wonderful spirit, your pride that close to everyone. Here's to the class of 2020. Looking back, it ain't that funny. Your wonderful soul, your pride and love for everyone. Be brave, be strong. Be family all along. wonderful spirit.